there is a shift in the total the terms of the environment of the profession. मुझे पर्सनली मैं फील करता हूँ कि हार या कहीं फेलियर इज़ नॉट समथिंग कि मैंने ख़त्म हो गया जीवन. So that's how you deal with. Otherwise then it will be very difficult for anybody to assail in the profession.
How did you cope with the lack of the technology? Because the field of IP is so evolving by the second that it is hard to keep up even with the technology in our hands. Greetings of the day to everyone. Welcome back to another episode of DNLU podcast. Today, we have with us Mr. Manish Kumar Mishra, sir, a partner at Inttl Advocare. Sir has been practicing in the field of intellectual property and related laws since 2008 and has been enlightening individuals with his words of wisdom. A relentless individual, sir is a legal luminary in the true sense of the term. We're grateful to have you here, sir.
Thank you, Isha. Thank you to the entire DNLU for inviting me here. It was really pleasure interacting with everybody last evening, and I am really impressed with the energy which has been shown here and enthusiasm. I really look forward to a very great and successful career to all the students here.
Thank you so much, sir. Without much ado, I would like to start with our first question.
Yeah.
Sir, as someone who has been practicing in the field of intellectual property laws, what is your take on the IPR litigation in India, and how do you suggest that young aspirants focus on the field to get a hold of the field so ever evolving?
That's a very pertinent question. Reason being so that we are looking into the future of the country in terms of IP. The reason being the focus of the government as well as the private and participation is more on creations and preventing those creations of human mind, apart from technological issue which has come up now in terms of AI. But when we talk about the IP, we are talking about the intellectual property which has played a great role in terms of commercial benefits of the private as well as government or individual. So, and we have grown a lot. Intellectual property litigation, patent filings, in terms of trademark, copyright filings at the trademark office has increased a lot, and there are steps being taken by the government so that expeditious disposal as well as the grant of trademark, patent or the copyright is being taken care. So India has a very bright future in terms of IP because we have huge potential for creation and inventions, and we have to protect that. So I see a lot of scope in near future or maybe later on, and it's going to be, India is going to be a hub for IP globally.
Well said, sir. Sir, your trajectory in the legal profession has been full of magnificent transitions. So what would you suggest that young law students do in order to stay detached from the results and stay true to the process while they wait for the transition to happen in their lives?
Yes, that's important because there is a shift in the total the terms of the environment of the profession. And when I started practice in 2008, we were limited with in terms of technologies, and we had no access to quick access on phones with respect to judgments or any updates. So उस समय क्या था कि हमें ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा किताबों पे निर्भर रहना पड़ता था. Though there were search engines like I think Manu Patra had come by that time. So, but इतना technological advancement नहीं थी. So we had to labor hard. But now coming to this generation, you all have lot of facilities at your tip. So phone पे सब कुछ available है. Then you have access to the information, not what is happening in India, but globally also. But all these informations, they come with a pressure kind of a situation. So जब आप देखते हो कि US में, यूरोप में, वहाँ किस तरह से लोग बढ़ रहे हैं, न्यू generations, the law graduates kind of opportunities they are availing. So you feel under pressure. So of course what you are saying is how to detach yourself with the results. It's very important because all depends upon your mental toughness irrespective of the field. And therefore what I feel is this generation is smart, very smart. You know how to deal with the technology, how to cope up with the technological advancement which is going on in the legal fraternity as well as other forms of life. So you are smart. The only thing is that you just have to apply your smartness into the result thing.
Yes,
Now, when you start the career, so career में हर तरह के उतार चढ़ाव आते रहते हैं. And so best thing to just imbibe this thing and to deal with is, कहते हैं कि lawyers कभी हारते नहीं हैं.
जी सर.
Lawyers नहीं हारते, clients हारते हैं because lawyers have the right to appeal. So मुझे personally मैं feel करता हूँ कि हार या कहीं failure is not something कि मैंने खत्म हो गया जीवन. It's a kind of a push. It's a push. It's a fuel to your energy. The only thing is that we have to accept it. कि अच्छा यहाँ पे मुझे failure मिला है. I have to learn from the failures. Don't get disheartened by your failure. Learn from your failures. और failures को अपनी ताकत बनाना है. So that's how you deal with. Otherwise then it will be very difficult for anybody to assail in the profession. It happens with every profession.
It is said that what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. And sir, जैसे कि आपने बताया कि at the time that you started the profession, आपके पास इतने technological advancements नहीं थे. But we have that betterment or that advantageous position. Could you please tell us how did you cope with the lack of the technology? Because the field of IP is so evolving by the second that it is hard to keep up even with the technology in our hands. So could you please tell us about how did you cope with it?
So when I started, so there were few software like I said, but rest where we had to read a lot journals. So and I would say कि when I started in 2008, there were not as many judgments as are passed today. So generally there is a one patent and trademark cases, PTC, you all know.
Yes,
it's a journal that where we knew that we have to look for if IP cases, then we have to go to PTC. And every month PTC के volumes आते थे. तो proposition we used to deliberate. और उस proposition के basis पे we used to just quickly find. So फिर भी लेकिन पढ़ना पड़ता था. Now why it was challenging was, suppose कि कोई एक proposition है कि whether what is the test of deceptive similarity. अब इस proposition पे हमें judgment ढूंढना है. So जब PTC की कोई किताब हम उठाएंगे तो हमने देख लिया कि अच्छा ये ट्रेडमार्क और हेड नोट में डिसेप्टिव सिमिलैरिटी लिखा हुआ है, बट हेड नोट विल नॉट कैप्चर व्हाट इज द टेस्ट ऑफ डिसेप्टिव सिमिलैरिटी. आई डोंट नो कि किस पैराग्राफ में लिखा हुआ है. तो व्हाट विल आई डू, मैं पढ़ूंगा पूरा स्टार्टिंग से फैक्ट्स एंड देन आई विल रीच एट ए पॉइंट कंक्लूजन पे कि हाँ यहाँ पे डिसेप्टिव सिमिलैरिटी की टेस्ट को है लेट डाउन किया गया है. सो व्हाट आई टेंड अप spending time, maybe an hour or half an hour or maybe whatever time. So now it's different, but because now suppose you have so many platforms, you just have to write the proposition and immediately you get the result is paragraph में यहाँ पे test.
Yes, sir.
So that is the difference. But I would say that irrespective of the technological facilities which you have today or the generation has today, they must read the judgment. The reason being that the proposition, if somebody has given it to you, it means he has already applied his mind, he has deliberated over it, then how he has come to that or she has come to that conclusion of the proposition. बट आपने तो जजमेंट पढ़ा नहीं है, तो फैक्ट्स में वो प्रोपोजिशन कैसे इवॉल्व हुआ है वो तो समझ में नहीं आएगा. सो irrespective of these platforms, one should read the judgment and develop this habit of reading the judgment as a whole, because every case is peculiar about its own facts and circumstances.
As you said that even in the head notes, nowadays we have the paragraph numbers, so it is easy for us to pin the particular point of law while we look at the judgment. But we will surely keep your advice in mind, sir, because it gives us a very holistic view when you read the whole judgment. You can keep track of things a little better. So we will surely keep that in mind. So moving on to the next question, if you may.
Yes.
Yes, sir. So even when you have a lot of influential cases, sir, you have been taking cases on a pro bono basis. Please tell us about how you strike a balance between the two in order to help the ones in need.
I think that's very important for all practicing lawyers, and not only practicing lawyers. What is pro bono? When we say pro bono case, and why do we do it? There may be several reasons. Or so instead, so suppose you are working on a case, or you have done 4, 5 cases or 100 cases, and your focus is on the client and the fees and all everything. And at the same time, somebody approaches you that I want to do this, but I don't have money. So there, it's very important for every lawyer or any professional to accept that case, so that it gives not only commercial satisfaction, but also a self-satisfaction that you are doing something to the society, and doing generous thing from your heart, not to show the world, has always helped for satisfaction, because that's how these all, चाहे मंदिर हों, charities हों, NGOs हैं, बहुत सारे organizations चलते हैं where we do charity. They are meant to make you feel कि हाँ चलो सोसाइटी के लिए भी हमें करना चाहिए. Now coming back to the question कि हम इसको कैसे मैनेज करते हैं. मैनेज करना पड़ेगा, because if you want to feel satisfied, you want to feel yourself that okay, this is I am useful to the society, then you have to do it. You have to take out time, and it would be a good suggestion for all young generations to please take out time for such pro bono cases, because they are the one which drives you towards the profession.
सर, जैसे कि आपने कहा कि कैसे मैनेज करें ये इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है, पर मैनेज करना पड़ेगा ये इम्पोर्टेंट है. सो आई थिंक दैट दे एक्ट एज अ फ्यूल टू योर सोल, and they motivate you somewhere to be more driven towards the profession. Sir, with that, I would like to thank you for your wise words, and I extend my heartfelt gratitude to you for being present over here. It has truly been an honor to be a part of this conversation, aspiring to be like you one day. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.